Welcome! Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take one single, absolutely brilliant chess move, a move that just seems to come from nowhere, and we're going to break it all the way down. But we won't stop there. We're going to use that one move to unlock a powerful system you can use to start finding brilliant moves in your own games. Okay, let's dive right in. So, first, we'll start with what looks like an impossible puzzle. Then, we'll reveal the shocking sacrifice that just cracks it wide open. From there, we'll zoom out and show you how to build your very own personal chess tutor, cover the timeless rules that all winning chess is built on, and finally lay out your concrete path to mastery. All right, let's set the stage. We're in a game that looks incredibly calm. You know, it seems balanced, totally equal. Maybe it's even heading for a draw. But hidden just beneath the surface is a secret, game-winning combination. Okay, let's take a look at the board. Now, for those of you who use chess engines, there's the fen string for the position. For everyone else, just focus on the board itself. The key thing here is that the material is completely equal. There are no obvious blunders, no hanging pieces. And that's what makes finding a breakthrough so hard and so rewarding when you do. So here's the crucial question. It's Black's turn to move. Forget about just making a good move. How do you find the winning plan from this position? Go ahead, pause and really think about it if you want. What would you do here? All right, you ready for the answer? The move that completely shatters this quiet-looking position isn't a quiet move at all. It's an absolute thunderbolt. Let's see the move that changes everything. And here it is, boom, queen takes c3 check. Now those double exclamation points mean it's a brilliant move, and for a very good reason. You're sacrificing your most powerful piece. White has no choice. They have to recapture with the pawn. But that's the whole trick. Now, bishop to a6, check. The king is forced to the side, and then rook takes d1 is checkmate. It's all over. So what just happened there? Well, the magic behind this is a tactic called deflection. It's all about luring a key defensive piece away from its job. In this puzzle, that pawn on b2 was the gatekeeper. It was protecting a super important square. By forcing it to move, Black opened up the fatal lines for the bishop and the rook to deliver that final blow. And this really drives home the main lesson. This is the thought you need to internalize. When you're searching for tactics, don't just look at your own attacking pieces. Look at your opponent's defenders. Which one is overworked? Which one is a gatekeeper that you can lure away? So, how do you actually get to the point where you can spot a move like that? It's not about memorizing thousands of positions. It's about building pattern recognition. It's about building a system. Let's talk about how to turn this kind of study into a real game-winning skill. Well, you can create your own personal AI-powered chess tutor using modern tools. The secret is feeding it the right information. You can upload your own game analyses, transcripts from your favorite YouTube chess teachers, classic chess books, and maybe most importantly, just a simple text file of your own notes on why you lost your games. And here's how you bring it to life. You can give it a specific puzzle, like the one we just saw, and use a simple command like create a tactical briefing. It could then analyze that puzzle based on all of your sources and tell you, hey, this is a classic deflection tactic, kind of like the one you studied in Bobby Fischer Teaches Chess, and pretty similar to the pattern you missed in your game last Tuesday. Now, a fancy digital tutor is great, but even the most advanced AI is working from the same fundamental playbook. See, brilliant tactics are always built on a foundation of solid, fundamental principles. You have to know the rules before you can creatively break them. These are the golden rules of the opening. First, control the center. Think of it like claiming the high ground. It gives your pieces way more space and more power. Next, develop your pieces with purpose. Every move should get another soldier into the fight, not just dance around with the same piece over and over. And finally, castle early. Your king is everything, so protect it. Launching an attack means nothing if your own king gets checkmated first. Before you make any move, every single time, run through this simple checklist. It's the look rule. First, are there any checks you can give, or any checks your opponent can give you? Second, are there any pieces you can capture, or are any of your pieces hanging? And third, and this is the most subtle one, what's the real threat your opponent is making? This one habit alone will save you from countless blunders. You know, chess isn't just about what's on the board. It's about what's in your mind. To really improve, you need to play slower games, like 15 minutes with a 10-second increment per move. This gives your brain time to actually practice thinking.
You have to analyze every single loss. That's where the lessons are hiding. And learn when to trade pieces. If you're ahead, simplify the position and cruise to a win. If you're behind, keep things messy and complicated to give yourself a fighting chance.
Okay, so we've covered the puzzle, the system, and the principles. Let's wrap all this up with a clear, actionable plan that you can start using literally today. So here's the crucial point. Improvement doesn't require hours and hours every day. Not at all. It just takes consistency. 15 minutes of focused work on tactical puzzles, day in and day out, will have a massive impact on your ability to spot patterns just like the one we saw earlier. Here's your daily workout. Do some puzzle rush to drill those tactical patterns into your brain. Build the checklist habit by actually saying checks, captures, threats out loud before each move. It really helps make it automatic. And finally, master the absolute basic checkmates, like the ladder mate. You have to know how to win when you're already winning. So we'll end with this thought. We often fear losing, right? But in chess, losing is our greatest teacher. Every single loss is a puzzle, a breadcrumb trail showing you exactly what you need to work on. So the real question isn't if you'll lose again, but what secret you'll unlock when you do.